the bigger the brand, the bigger the following audience. And so just let's fight hate together, and let's fight this monster together.
But again, from you guys, I'm interested to hear, how do you feel the private sector can best support Ukraine and Ukrainian people?
On a personal level also, I think that when someone is in crisis, your first and, as you think, most natural reaction is to give them space and time to recover. But that's not the case. I also thought like that, but as I told earlier, work really helped me. And I remember how I used to feel when we started working on this project, and I was really sad and depressed on that all the time. But when I started to learn more about drivers' stories, when I watched their interviews, when I discovered how many brave, ordinary Ukrainians we have, that gave me so much strength to overcome my feelings, to start working even more. And actually, I think that Uber project was one of those projects which helped me to go on with my life and to feel better, because you feel related and you feel empathy to other Ukrainians, and you can help them share their stories. And on a personal level, I think give Ukrainians work. Ukrainians want work. Even in the situation of the war, productions can find ways to shoot. Even with curfew and missile attacks, creatives keep working also because we love to work, we need to work. That's how we feel related. And also, one thing more, I do believe that the most important thing in creativity is empathy. And that's why it is essential to tell stories, to give people voice and possibility to tell their stories, to share what they feel. It's really important.
Yeah, I think that today brands are shaping public opinion way more effectively than politicians or news medias, brands and influencers and so brands equals publicity, and the bigger the brand, the bigger the following audience. And so just let's fight hate together, and let's fight this monster together, and yeah, just let's work on something that helps democracy win. Yeah.
And I think on our end too, it's I think a key learning is not to shy away sometimes from some of this work. And again, Julia Page is our Global Director of Social Impact, who joined a few years ago. I guess the way we see social impact at Uber is that we are a company of movement, and when movement is halted, we can help. There is, of course, always discussions of when is it our role to help versus when is it not. And of course, it comes from a place where we're already operating and when we're actually doing actions. The actions always have to come before the ads. So Ukraine felt like the right place to do it. But then this was one of also, because we are doing a number of things in a number of different countries, and I think just a learning that it is good to give the platform to our drivers who really, again, Uber provides the technology, but they're the ones who are making moving Ukraine and moving different places and letting them tell their stories. And I think internally it's also been a lot of discussion of how we can continue to do that, and then what's the right way to do it.
And I also remember you really worried a lot about if this campaign may feel opportunistic, and you always ask us, can we say this, can we say that, because you're really worried. And from our perspective, we thought that, okay, even if this campaign is opportunistic, we don't think like that. Ukrainians don't think like that. We just think if this brand or if this person supports us or not. And it's also equal both for brands, for celebrities, for politicians, for countries. So for us, it's not the case to worry about being opportunistic. It's about whether you support Ukrainians or not.